everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at a professional Best-of-5 series of StarCraft 2. Joining me here, the upper left corner for map number 1, Site Delta. It is the Protoss herO. And the Zerg opponent here spawning into the bottom right, already under fire, under threat from problems. It is dark. They both got their own portraits out too. How fancy. The probe shenanigans, easily the most annoying part of playing PvZ. I think we can all agree. I see it as really for both players, because the Protoss has to manage this, okay? Do you really want to spend your time doing this? Like, you feel good about yourself? Maybe. herO versus Dark. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I hear both of those names, and I think about a game between these two, I'm thinking, this is probably going to be pretty good. I didn't need to look at these matches. I didn't need anybody's recommendation. I got here all on my own. Because I know both of these players. They tend to be pretty aggressive, kind of spicy, mid-game centric builds. Usually don't have to worry about a lack of action or activity. No, I think we might be in for a bit of a treat. Now herO showing off some of those heroic decisions, going for that Stargate off the cuff here. Alright, will it be an Oracle? I'm going to hope, I'm going to expect, I might even bet. And I'm not a betting man. The Zerglings are out on the field, going over to the other side. Maybe trying to catch the probe, maybe just looking for some information. Maybe looking for food. Hunter-gatherers, I say. It's possible. The Dark's going to slap that third hatchery down, opting for that triangle third on this map. Not going for the line base way up here. Interesting. The Zerglings were recalled home because there were rocks. Unbuildable rocks, you might say. Cannot be used for anything other than perhaps Zergling chewing. Oracle is the choice, along with some more gateways, looks like. Adding on another gate. Warp gate will be finishing up. It is looking like a dreadfully normal PvZ so far. Don't know how I feel about the pylon being part of the wall, but, you know, we're just going to go with herO is confident enough that nothing's even going to get there, okay? Not going to have to worry about the wall, actually. Maybe that's the hope, that's the goal. Oracle number 1, of course, here completed. Number 2's about halfway done. We'll be finishing up. Then we might even get to see them go across the other side of the map. Usually you send, if you're going for the 3 oracles, at least, send 2 of them across, do a little bit of damage, a little bit of harassment. Dark's already on it with those spores, guys. That spore crawler timing. 4 minutes. It's actually a little early, I would say. But when you're up against herO, no cutting corners. Dark does not seem to be cutting any corners here. No spore at the third, but that's because the queens are likely going to be around the third base. Speaking of the queens, we're going to need them. Lings in the production tab. Where are the oracles? These it? It's just these two? Alright, the third oracle is finishing up now. The Adept's not going to shade in just yet. Dark has 6 queens. Only 3 of them are here, though. The other 3? There's 2 in the main base. Oh. And 1 very ambitiously going between the natural. Lings looks like they do actually grab one of the Adepts there. The Oracles make their move, go after just a couple of drones. The third Oracle. Good grief. herO coming back in, a quick tap off of those initial ones. Gonna get a couple more drones, 4 in total so far. The Lings go across the other side of the map, pick off a couple of more Adepts, which I would say is a decent move. I'm not sure why herO's building more Adepts other than just for defense, though. The oracles show themselves. Ling's pulling those oracles home, which is a fantastic win. Absolutely nice to see. When you see those oracles come home, you've got to be feeling good as the Zerg in this spot. The Adept's gonna shade across. herO, I'm wondering if he's trying to feign a glaive move. Because he's not going for glaives. But having this many Adepts actually pushing across the other side of shading into the natural, excuse me, ain't no push, we're straight up teleporting there. The Lings actually get into the third base here, pick off the cannon, and now the probe's in a bit of peril. The Adepts continue to be a nuisance, shading up into the main base. 10 probes have fallen and a recall is initiated. The Adepts, looks like 3 of them do get out. Lucky for them, the drones weren't actually out for blood this morning. Drones well fed, well mannered, not going to be a problem, a threat to the Adepts. The Lings, Oh, wow. Okay, we've got a lot of Zerglings out on the map, actually. I saw the Bane, the Bane's trying to get to the Adepts. The Oracles will pick them off. The battery's going to fall, and then the Lings just kind of get out of dodge, okay? All before +1 hit for the Protoss. Fabulous timing. The game sense, perhaps. No, I just clicked on my opponent's units. herO thinking this was safe. We're gonna have to blink back home. The Oracle's activating their beam yet again. And Dark just keeps on with the Ling production. Actually trying to get us around here. Blink not going to be able to save most of the Stalkers there. The Adepts and the Oracles. herO having to keep up the Oracle production, going up to 4. Could go for a bit of a surround, but I don't think Dark has enough Lings right now that he really wants to commit to it. It feels close to 40, 20 more in the production tab though. And +1 armor's about to finish up. Actually gonna nab a few of the Stalkers. They're getting a bit greedy, a bit ambitious with trying to defend this pylon. Another blink forward. herO keeps using the blink aggressively. Getting surrounded by the Zerglings here. Another group breaks off, goes after the third base again. 6 more probes fall. Dark just keeping up the Ling production too. He hit 4 hatches and he said, alright, we're done. We're ending this. 2 drones in the production tab. 20 plus Lings at a time. Dark really wants this pylon. And that's why he wanted the pylon, because now herO has that forward reinforcing point. The Banes go for the cannon. They do get it. The probes looks like we'll be safe. The rest of the Lings ignoring the Protoss ground forces. Going to just head across, go after the base yet again. Banes looks like slightly connecting with the Stalker in the wall there. Dark in control of this game though. Forcing herO to play his match. Pylon destroyed. If only we hadn't had a pylon in the wall. Oof. Lings over at the third base again. Stalker's here for the defense though, so it should be fine. I don't see the third base being destroyed just yet. Dark is just like, what if I only make Zergling? Did you know the Baneling got nerfed? Isn't that great for ZVP? What about the Zergling, my friends? Yeah. Dark, how dare you not have Adrenal for this build, though? Going... Oh, destroying a few of the buildings. Probes dying off again. 18 more falling. How many total? 38 probes. That... Ugh, vicious. Hydra Den. That's not a Zergling flavored building, Dark. Okay. I thought we were going with the Zerglings only challenge. Grandmaster tournament level, of course. Good God, that's a lot, though. Stalkers in the wall. Nothing will be able to save them now. Blinking defensively. Gonna get back. Another group is gonna split off, go into the main base as some hit the third. There's Sentry Stalker here, though. I don't see anything. The force field. Only mildly helpful. Oh, where are the oracles? herO going up to 6 oracles. Revelation at long last. They're Dark. the ultimate in trying to be annoying here. Got burrow for the Ling Bane. Still just continuing, actually getting some Hydralisks. Looks like Dark is sick of seeing the Oracles, perhaps looking for something to deal with some of the Stalkers, because without a good surround, the Lings are having a bit of trouble. Yeah. And Hydras, you know, we make fun of Hydras a lot, the lurker larva that they are, I'm sure you've heard. However, I will say, as just a pure anti-gateway unit, you know, fighting Stalkers, fighting Adepts, even Charge Zealots to a degree, they're not that bad. The issue is splash damage. Once splash is on the table, really any variety, whether it's, you know, Storm, Colossi, Disruptors, or, I don't know, I guess maybe like 30 Archons, but still, Archon's not too great against Hydras. The Hydras do fine, as long as there's no splash damage. Dark taking a reprieve, allowing his opponent to actually tend to his wounds, build up some forces, pretend to have a defense on the field. Hero's going to split off the Oracles, 4 and 2, because 3 and 3 would just make too much sense. We cannot have symmetry. No, absolutely not. Hydras, they're lazy. They're not working. Not going after the Oracles. So Oracles do spot the Hydras, though, so now Hero's going to know really what's coming, and it's a very... let's go with a Ling-heavy Ling Bane Hydra. We're a little lacking on the Banes right now, but it's okay. Dark hitting a little bit of a supply block. 8 Overlords in the production tab. Fabulous. Creep Tumors is still just sitting at 6 Oracles. Oh, Revelation of the Rocks. Okay. Emotional damage, trauma inflicted upon most of the Hydralisks here. Gonna have to zoom out just to get all of the 150 Zerglings that are on the field. Here's the Banes. Centrifugal Hook's about to finish up, gonna help out these Banes quite a bit, both connecting to their targets and inflicting fear, terrifying this Protoss potentially. Stasis Wards set up. Stasis Wards actually not too bad so far. Decent force field. Stasis Trap going to be activated by not that many Zerglings on this side. Going to need the right group to actually get unfrozen. Dark getting a little bit eager, a little too aggressive with this perhaps. And this is a lot of Stalkers and not much else. The lack of splash damage I think is going to really hurt the Protoss in this case. Another Stasis Trap activates. Ooh, the force fields galore. Dark trying to get the wrap around, trying to get the flank with the Banes. They're not going to be too successful. Moving the group up here. Hydras do hold the high ground. Give up, Protoss Kin Skywalker. It's going to come down to the execution. A few of the Banes going to be caught into a Stasis Trap. The Banes grumbling, connecting with most of the Stalkers. But then Dark's going to have to back it up. More Lings in the production. On the way, going to try and reinforce his Hydras, picking off at least one of the Oracles here. And the defensive blinks have started, but this just might be way too much Zerg. The reinforcements streaming across the map as well. The Zerglings. 2-1 Zerglings with hunger and ambition in their eyes. Going to pick off most of the Stalkers, it seems. I still think this might be just too much Zerg. Reinforcements coming from Hero. How many gates, though? Ah, gosh, Hero's at 7 gates. That's just how it ends. 7 gates and no hope, says Hero. Dark is gonna take map number 1. For map number 2, we find ourselves moving to Ghost River. The Zerg player here in the upper left, up 1 point now, thanks to that tenacious Zergling-filled match. It will be Dark, of course. And the Protoss, as you know, well and good. Not out of it just yet, though. I firmly believe in Hero able to make a comeback at any point in a series, of course. I think I already said his name. It's Hero. Not too good with the introductions past the initial one. That's okay. Just take a bite out of the probe. I I'm sure somebody's crunched the numbers. Somebody, I'm sure. One of you beautiful intellectuals that are a part of the channel, a part of the family. I'm sure you've crunched the numbers. Is it worth it to pull a drone? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I think you're actually better off to do no micro here than to pull off a drone, because not just, you're like, it's only one drone, Indigos. It's the lost minerals. Like, okay, maybe somebody crunched the numbers about the lost minerals for pulling a drone off, but I will caution you. I think actually the worst part is it lets the Protoss know they got to you. It's the mental trauma. Well, see, this is different. If the probe starts the fight, okay, you pull those drones, because you tell your broodlings, I don't want you starting any fights, okay, but you better damn well finish them, alright? I don't want to hear about you getting bullied out in the mineral line by these probes, okay? Because we don't behave that way. We're good drones. We try to be good brood fathers and brood mothers. Yes. Brood father just feels weird. I don't know. Brood lord. We'll go with brood lord and brood lady. The tangent went too far. I lost my point now. I lost my track. herO, once again going for a Stargate. Big surprise. Completely unexpected. You didn't see this coming? Oh my gosh, really? It's probably going to be another Oracle. Dark's getting the third hatch again. The Adept, now that's an unusual choice. The Adept is going to shade into the natural, actually. The Queen is going to start to pick it off. Dark's going to save the drone, making it into a Spore Crawler. The Adept will make it out. 2 kills. I think they were both Lings, though. No drones have fallen. Do they complete the shade? No. The Lings start to go after that. Oh, Dark. I think a little slow on that Ling speed there. Or perhaps not sure if he actually wants to make Zerglings after making the upwards of 900 in the last match. No. Why would we do that? When we could make roaches. We'll follow the Adepts for a minute here as the Oracle joins the crew, joins the party. Actually not going to keep the first Oracle home. Interesting decision. Is it perhaps because herO's a bit more confident with this map? The Dark's not going to attempt some very early run-by. Sneak attack, backstab, as you may call it. A Roach Warren is the choice. And I don't believe herO has actually seen it yet. No. Adept Shades, they do not have much vision. Not too good. Where's this? It's an interesting choice for a Stasis Ward. Still not going to find that Roach Warren just yet. Walking into the third base. And Dark canceled, I want to say, an Overlord. And then started another Overlord. Of course. Now, 2 of the Oracles here. Revelation tag goes out. Dark is planning something, though. The lack of drones, and herO, I think, knows it, too. Shield battery coming up at the third base. No battery at the natural, though. I would like to see one at the natural, too. 10 roaches on the way. Lings pop out of the eggs there at that hatchery. Few drones going to be picked off, actually. Losing 7 drones. Will herO spot the roaches as they come out the... Oh, yes. Knows about the roaches now. 3 batteries in the production tab. 1 at the natural. Thank you, herO. That one was for me, I know. 2 batteries at the third base, though, and it would desperately need some army units. herO is lacking in the defenses right now. 5 stalkers to his name. 1 sentry. This is going to be 11 roaches. Even the queens are here. Why are the queens here? They can't even transfuse off of Creep. The Roach Ravager begins the fight. Overcharge used battery will be immediately targeted down. Half of the batteries have fallen. And now another one is going to complete. The Ling's completely up in the probe's business, though. The probe's trying to fight, trying to unleash their laser shivs. The queens will hold back the sentry. The oracles, that's why the queens are here. The queens are here to help against the oracles. Oh my gosh. More Ravagers on the way. Dark ready to commit to the Ravager flavored army, and I think this game might just be ending. Oh god, herO cranking his way back up to 5 Stalkers, just a bit too much. Not spotting this, not having defenses in place. Battery doing a decent job holding so far. Sentries picked off the Cyber Core is gone. That was it. That was the only Cyber Core. So we're now going to have slow Zealots up against Ravagers. Oh boy. Yeah, the natural is broken in. The Oracle actually going to help out a little bit here. Ravagers target down the battery. Overcharge will be used and denied just as quickly. The rest of them have no energy. Reinforcing Lings now streaming across. Going to actually get here and help out. The Queens. Angrily scratching the paint on the side of the gateway. The Oracle gonna target down some of the Lings, it looks like, knowing probably can't commit onto the Ravagers. Oh my god, almost losing at 16 health. I don't see herO coming back from this one. The natural is completely devoid of probes now. Stalkers occupying the high ground, but I'm pretty sure Zergic and Skywalker here's got it. Do not underestimate his power, I think. The Queens, they can't transfuse, which means they're just going to get angry when they watch each other fall in battle. Protect them, Dark. Oh god. 8 Stalkers now. We'll actually force Dark a bit back, but losing the 3rd and the natural. The Protoss, I mean, the saving grace is Dark is also at 24 workers, so it's like the worker count's pretty even, but I don't see this going too fantastically, I think. There's no blink, right? Oh no, he does have blink, okay. And he's going to blink them all back a little defensively. Another force field goes out. Ravagers piling themselves almost. Luckily, getting the force fields down. The Lings make their way into the main base. Start to pick off the probes. Again, herO plummeting in probes. Disaster. Calamity. Dark goes up to 2-0. Map number 2 once again to the Zerg. For the next map in the series, we find ourselves on Oceanborn. Underwater, under threat, is this poor, innocent Protoss. Can they bring it back? Of course, it is herO. 2-0. Zerg feeling good, feeling confident, no doubt. Here in the bottom right, it is Dark. The probe taking a bit of damage, actually. The shield's almost completely gone on this puppy. No, they come right back, though. Shields, of course, self-regenerating, much like Zerg, but slightly faster. Ooh, solid micro from both of them. The focus. Is this really just so they have something to do? They feel busy. Oh, herO completes the mining, which angrily going to start going after one of the drones. Drone pulled off the line. Dark says no, go home. herO, don't you have something better to do? The core issue here is that the developers made it so that Protoss can't really choose their tech path until the Cyber Core is done. See, if Protoss were actually able to make, buildings that they wanted earlier in the match, say we don't need the Cyber Core to make a Stargate or to make a Robo, that's the word. That's the other one that people like to build. What if we didn't need the Cyber Core for it? Then the Protoss might not get bored, might not go harass the Zerg on the other side of the map. Yes. Can you tell I'm a Zerg player? Actually, I'm a random player, but Zerg, I think, is where my heart is. Feels like I enjoy Zerg games more than the others, so yeah, maybe. Canceling the pylon just at the nick of time too, barely able to cancel that. Queen will shoot the probe into non-existence. Oh my gosh. Alright, the Adept now moves into the base here. Lings will commit and then not commit, retreat, or whatever the opposite of commit is. Divorce, I don't know. 2 Adepts now. Here. Now, herO needs to be a bit careful. I think because this is shaping up to be a little like last game. Oh, we actually do have a difference here. Twilight. Chrono Glaives. herO. Sick of the shenanigans. Tired of playing Dark's game here. herO's gonna be in control of this one, I think. Or at least that's the plan. That's the hope. We'll see. What is Dark feeling? Because there's been no third hatch yet. Okay. The third hatch gets slapped down. Robo on the way for the Protoss. This Robo is very, very likely just for a Prism, though. Extra gateway on the way, making sure that the pylon is no longer part of the wall. Thank you, herO. Much appreciated. And this will be, what is it, 4? 3. 3 gates. It's 3 gate glaive Robo. Oh, yeah, okay. Get the Prism. The Roach Warren is on the way for Dark. Perhaps trying to rinse repeat from the last one. And we'll see how successful this will be. Glaives is about to finish up. The Prism is not here yet, though. And I'm not sure you really want to reveal the Glaives at this point in time. herO disagrees, though. Glaives will be revealed. The Roach Warren not done. Gonna go after the Lings, completely shredding the Zerglings at least. Going after some of the drones now, too. Keep an eye on them there. Alright, we got them. A few more drones will be picked off so long as there's 3 adepts. The drones are in great peril. Danger of being one-shot there. The Prism did complete, so we could see some reinforcing weapons. Immortal coming up behind this. Absolutely. I was gonna say a great decision. I guess an Observer is not a bad decision. You really can't go wrong with the Robo. Okay. Any flavor of Robo that you like here. You're an Immortal man. You come walking out here with 10 Immortals in your ground pound army. They go you. Colossi, Thermal Lance, even Disruptors. Very helpful. Queen's targeting down the Prism as best they can. The Ling's going to get a surround on one of the Adepts there. Shade will complete, and reinforcements warping in now for herO. Now, this is a bit of a problem. Adepts get caught by both Lings and Roaches. Queens looks like not committing to the Prism. Will not actually get any there. I don't believe now able to target just a couple of drones. But the Adepts will be cleaned up. I don't know. I mean, yes, herO's been killing some drones. 7. I mean, Dark's down to 29 drones, but I feel like this is more Dark's fault. Lair on the way. A few more Adepts will be unloaded. The drones not even really mining over here. And Lings go across the other side. We'll spot the Adept Immortal combo. Wombo combo, excuse me, of course, the technical term for that multifaceted defense, yeah. Adepts warping in at home, yet again not going to build up at the Prism's location. There's one Stalker to angrily insult the Overlord. Decent amount of Queens. Looks like the rest of the Protoss army's moving across the others to this side of the map. Oh, there's 2 Immortals. Might we get to see some Immortal juggling? Ooh, I hope. A Bane Nest on the way. Dark cutting drones, about 47. Looks like trying to get some more Roaches out. Decent arc here from the Zerg, but if the Queens start to fall, this is going to be problematic. Adepts shading into the natural, forcing the Zerg to split up the forces. The Immortals doing a decent job. Breaking through, getting a lot of damage out on the Queens. The Adepts, so far successful. 3 drones killed in the natural. Moving up to the main base. Dark, not able to clean it up. herO's gonna take map number 3, which means it's a series 2-1. Map number 4 in the series shall be Alcyone, the Protoss player here, striking back, hitting hard with an Adept timing and Immortal commitment here. Can he keep it rolling? It is herO. Do the Adepts, the Adepts, do the intro the same way out of hopes we get to go to a game 5 here. And the Zerg player here in the bottom left, having a bit of a struggle, bit of a tough time against such Protoss pressure. It is Dark. Losing a bit too many drones, perhaps. Not enough army commitment. Too many adepts, whatever you want to call it. The many things, of course. Too many variables for us to say just a blanket. Oh, it was that. That was the problem. No way. I'll say, why is this probe not in Dark's mineral line? herO, come on. Get that probe across. You're supposed to annoy them. Although, at this point in a series, you've gone through 3 games against this opponent, although you could say these two have really realistically played thousands of games against each other. I mean, in this series, we're at game 4 here. Maybe not sending the probe is actually the better decision, because it will scare, it will unnerve the Zerg in this point. You send the probe out, making sure it's under vision of the Overlord, do a little bit of business, nothing really important, and then just bring it home. The Zerg's like, the probe was out on the map. Probes, they don't do good things when they're out on the map. What are you doing, herO? Reverting back, not going for the glaive timing that we saw in game number 3, it looks like, because that is a Stargate on the way. We'll be seeing perhaps similarities to games 1 and 2. Zerg players rejoice, maybe, possibly, we'll see. It could still deviate. Stalker. Mike Ring up against Slowlings and an Overlord. The Overlord will actually make it to the pillar. Safe. Yes, indeed. Oracle on the way for the Protoss, so things looking, again, dreadfully similar so far. Third hatch on the way. Queen production has started. I don't believe that Ling actually made it. No, Ling did not make it into the main base there. So Dark, a little bit in the dark so far. Yes, I know. I'll be here for hopefully the foreseeable future. Hopefully nothing happens. Third Nexus will be slapped down. Dark has the Lings out on the map, though. herO knows about it. Not caring to leave the Adepts at home. Looks like the Oracles will be in charge of manning the defense there. The Adepts will go across. Bit of shading here. Spore Crawlers on the way. 8 more drones in the production tab. Third hatch will complete. We might start to see build choices at this point. I mean, we see heroes kind of going for the normal herO business, we can call it. Lair, it's fine. The lair is normal enough that you could call it fine. You could call it normal. Losing an Oracle, oh, that's a bit of a problem. herO throwing one Oracle away there, not able to get it out, get it to safety. Forge coming up behind this. So herO definitely planning for a bit of the longer, normal style haul here. I'm curious what the lair is for. Because Dark hasn't really been making a whole lot other than Queens. Okay, we're seeing some Lings in the production now. That's something at least. That's a lot of Lings, actually. What are you doing, Dark? The Oracle's going to focus down a bit of the third hatchery there, and then split their focus, try to save the Adepts if they can. The Adepts not too good at being saved, though. Which means the Oracle's just going to go off do their own thing. Okay, then. That's what Dark is up to this match. Okay. Ling Queen NYDUS, the Queen NYDUS play. I remember a few years ago studying this kind of game from Dark, jotting the build down, keeping it in the back of my mind, of course. Ling's actually going to make their way into the main base here. This is going to be a bit of a problem, a bit of chaos for herO to deal with, and the NYDUS isn't even here yet. Yeah. NYDUS number 1 going up outside the base. The Queens get loaded into the network here. Lings forcing the probes, forcing the defense, the focus on the main base. NYDUS number 1 pops out. herO knows about it now, and this is a problem. What we've got for standing army? 4 stalkers. That's not enough. 2 oracles, a few more reinforcements will be warped in, 14 probes on the way. NYDUS 1 number 2, here to help out, here to reinforce. Global warming. Good grief. Alright, Lings, looks like will be mostly dealt with in the defense. The Queen's here to help out, though. The oracles know that they can't really commit a whole lot here. I'm sorry, we have... Oh, there's an Overlord providing high ground vision. Dark's going to be able to get into the main base, too. The third base has been cleaned of probes. The natural wall is breaking as well. NYDUS loads the Queens back up into the main base crew. Okay. Not going to be able to deny these upgrades, though. herO will have Blink. herO will have +1, and that is going to be something, at least. Overcharge helping out a decent amount before the battery gets picked off. Stalker blinking back up onto the high ground. herO able to pick off one of the worms. What? We're making spines. The main base is on fire. The worms continue to sprout up from the ground like weeds, spreading creep around. And I think the main nexus is going to be destroyed. Yes, the main nexus falls. Stalker's here trying to help out with the defense, but this is not looking good. Last time we saw herO lose the natural in the third. This time it was the main in the third. Okay. And that is going to be all they wrote. Dark with a sharp NYDUS play. Picking off the third, picking off the main. Gonna take the series 3-1. A fabulous series, though. Entertaining, really, from both sides. Always enjoyable to watch these two play against each other. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Let me know you think global warming is a problem. Do we need to change our habits, get things in order to stop this crisis? I hope you have a great day.